Hello, Sir Delonius here. So, here's the video I was kind of talking about. So today I kind of have a tutorial set up where I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach in VR. As long as there's a few things you're going to need. So first things first, you're going to need a program called Vorpx. Here's the page. First thing is, right now it's on sale. Normally this program is $40, which I kind of think is a high price tag. It is on sale, so right now it's $34 instead of $40. I still don't think it's worth that price tag, but like this works with a lot of other games as well, not just Security Breach, but in this case, we're going to be using it for Security Breach because there's a profile on there that I submitted based on Decay's profile where I've edited a few things and it'll work well with this other program we're going to need. The second program we're going to need is Unreal Engine 4 Unlocker. You can donate to this guy's Patreon. I haven't personally, but you can donate to this guy's Patreon to get a higher version of it where it does more. But it only, playing Security Breach in VR, you only need the basic needs. So FOV changing is all we're doing. We're not doing anything else. And that's pretty much what we need. So you'll be getting either one of these. I personally have 3.0.14, but 3.0.21 should also be really good. I haven't tried 21, so I don't know. I just gave this one just in case there were issues. So these will both be in the description below so you can grab these yourself. Of course, you'll need to own the game. Kind of a given. You'll need to buy it on Steam, which I think that's all it's available on for PC anyway. So no problems there. And of course, lastly, you'll need a VR headset. I have the HP Reverb G2 personally. I also got a little dial on it because I'm using a Quest 2 head strap. I'm glad they fit. But you'll need a headset. I'm assuming most of you will have a Quest 2. So make sure you have the Oculus program installed, you have Link ready to go, that kind of thing. If you're on a Rift S, make sure the Oculus program is installed. That kind of the general stuff. I don't know exactly what headset you guys will all be using, but make sure you have one that works on Windows. I'm personally on Windows 11. This should work on 10. But that's the key thing. It should work on 10. When I did have my Quest 2, it worked on 11, no issues, no problems. The G2 had a bit of issues on 11, but once I changed a few things, and then HP sent me a new headset after there was tracking problems, it's been smooth sailing since then. So you just got to kind of configure with your own headset and find out what works best. Once you have Vorpx installed, it's a weird thing on how it works. But, so like first install Vorpx, kind of standard. But, let me search up Vorpx. You will get a startup, so let me show the configure. This is not how it starts up. It'll start up asking for your email that you signed up. You need an account. It'll ask for the email you signed up with, the password you signed up with, and a key code after you purchased it. It'll send it to your email, not after you purchased it, but it'll send it to your email after you've requested it from the program. It's weird how it works, and I don't like how it works. But once it's all set up, it's kind of smooth sailing from there. But I don't know. The guys who made this are really weird. I'm not going to hold back on that. The guys who made this are really weird. Okay, but once that's all set up, you'll then come to this screen here. With this screen, you will go to Cloud Profiles, and you will search up Five Nights. Just search up Five Nights. You don't have to search the whole thing. The one that's spelled correctly is the one you'll click on. This is the profile I shared. There's already a bunch of... There's already some downloads for it. Nice. Thanks, guys. But I don't know what Steam's doing. Oh, it's update. Thanks, Steam. But anyways, you'll find this profile, the one that's spelled correctly. Decay accidentally spelled it wrong, but I think it's because he probably just doesn't play it a lot. That's fine. Thanks for the profile anyways, man. I just added things onto it. Anyways, you'll go to the profile I shared with Sir Delonius, where it's spelled correctly, and you will import. So once you click import, I already have it, so I'm going to click no. But you'll just click yes once it comes up. And then you'll go to local profiles and scroll down to make sure it imported correctly. So there it is right here. And it should link up with FNAF 9 shipping exe. And just make sure that's all good. and you'll apply and close. And after that, you will kind of go to your start, okay? And you'll click start, and you'll start Vorpx. You'll click yes. You'll click yes if the UAC comes up, which it should. It's just asking for administrator control, so it can kind of take the game and try to simulate a VR camera. This is how Vorpx works. Let me kind of explain it a little bit for those who are new to it. What it does is it simulates a VR camera. It takes the player's camera from in-game, from the first-person game or the third-person game or whatever, and it simulates it in VR, so whenever you move your head, it's kind of rotating the... So if you're using a controller, it's rotating the other stick, or if you're using your mouse, it's emulating moving the mouse. It's weird how it works, but you need to kind of play around with that a little bit. Anyways, so let me go to my library, open up Security Breach. After that, Vorpx should just hook on to Security Breach, and it'll just start it in VR. I'll show you that in a bit. But you'll have Security Breach up here, and make sure in your little panel, I guess, make sure Vorpx is running right here. If it's not going to hook onto the game. It needs to be running in the background. Okay, and once that's all set up, you will just click play. But I need to hook up my headset, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so my headset is all plugged in. Again, I have the G2, so I'm going to be in the mixed reality environment. You'll probably, again, have a Quest 2. I'm assuming most of you will. Or a Rift S, or even a Valve Index, if that's your thing. Or like some of the Vive stuff. If you have a Vive, you're a nerd. No, just kidding. But anyways, so once your headset's all plugged in and ready to go, make sure it's all working. That's when you're going to go back to Steam. You're going to start up Security Breach. You do this first. Do make sure that Unreal Engine Unlocker is installed, by the way. It's really easy to install it. It's just straightforward. You just click next until it's all installed. And it should hook on and have this Vorpx logo at the bottom, just to let you know, hey, I hooked on, you're playing in VR now. So the profile should be automatically applied, and the game should start running. So give it 1 sec. And here we go. There's a notice up here from me kind of telling you what you're going to kind of be doing, but I'll tell you here as well, because it might be a little different from what I put there in the notice. So before you start the Unreal Engine Unlocker to change the FOV so you can actually enjoy the game, make sure a few other things. Have a controller plugged in if you're doing controller. I personally enjoy it better with controller while I'm playing in VR. If I'm playing a PC game, I normally use the keyboard, but so I actually know what button I'm pressing. I'm using a controller because like I'll have my face shoved in this. So I'm personally using a Series X controller. I don't have a Series X, but the controllers are nice. So have a controller plugged in, make sure Steam recognizes it. Like for example, I tried my DualSense. Again, don't have a PS5, but I have the controller. I tried my DualSense. Steam recognized it, Security Breach didn't. So you have to make sure it's an Xbox controller, sadly, or a keyboard if you're very experienced with that type of thing. So start up your game. I'm going to load an earlier slot since I got the good ending already. Not the Afton one, but I got the other good ending. I'm going to load at hour 4 here. So load up a save file, the one you're going to be playing. Wait for your screen to pop up, if it's going to load. All right, I'm going to do Control-Alt-Shift to hide the notice. Okay, as you notice, when your headset moves, so does Gregory. So before you do anything else, press the Windows button. I have it pinned to make it easier, but you'll open up the Unreal Engine Unlocker and it should pop up. You'll select here, you'll click on Security Breach, and you'll click Inject. Now you have access to the Unreal Engine commands. After that, you're gonna go to Configuration and make sure that this is the tilde key, or you can press a different button. I'm gonna use tilde personally. Minimize it and you're ready to go. So click the tilde on your keyboard and you'll type this in, FOV space, and this is the number I recommend. You can change this according to your liking, but I'm gonna change it to the way I like it, which is 130. You'll press enter and your screen should look zoomed out. Okay, we're back. So there was a bit of like a weird issue. I think it was my save file, but Anyways, you enter that FOV in, your screen should look stretched on your PC, but in here, it'll actually look like relatively like you're actually there. So after you're ready, put your headset on. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna grab my controller and welcome to Security Breach in VR, everybody. So again, it is a little disorienting at first, but after you kind of get started, it is actually really cool. So I did, on my controller personally, I did swap a few controls around. So for example, I have run as this trigger now because these sticks switch your view. So right now I'm in theater view. I press it again, I'm back to full VR mode. And then I push this stick and that'll pull up the Vortex Settings and click it again and it goes away. The Vorpx Settings, you can change that to your liking, but personally this is how I like it. I'm playing, personally, let me kind of tell you my specs while I'm playing a little bit. So I have a Intel i9 10850K with an RTX 3080 and 32 gigabytes of RAM. This all might depend on your PC's specs. So for doing this, the lowest CPU I would recommend is 2nd gen Ryzen or I'd say 8th gen or 9th gen Intel. Oh, it's over here, forgot. And then with your GPU, I'd recommend RTX 20 series and up, or if you have a 1080 Ti. So 1080 Ti or 20 series and up. If you have AMD, I have no idea. Oh, hello, sir. But if you have AMD, I have no idea because I don't really pay attention to their cards personally. I'm going the wrong way. But AMD cards, you're kind of crap out of luck because I've never used their cards before, so I am unsure. But CPUs, those are what I recommend, and GPUs, those are what I recommend. As with RAM, I'd say 16 and above, just so you kind of get the little headroom to run this. Anywho, that is all for today. I hope you guys can all enjoy this really actually fun game. Like, this game has some bugs. It really does. But it is so fun. Like, I've even had some frustration. I played the first 10 minutes without VR, and I was kind of bored. I bought this game on Christmas. I played the first 10 minutes without VR, and I was just like, this is fine, but I'm gonna wait for someone to mod it in VR. And then Paradise Decay, the Chad he is, I think it is actually back here, but Paradise Decay, the Chad he is, made a profile, and I already owned Vorpx because I wanted to play Bending in VR, which I did, and it's really disorienting. But I was finally able to play this game the way I originally wanted to play it, and it was honestly really cool. So yeah, I actually, again, using this, I got the good ending playing all of this basically in VR, and it was really freaking cool. Is Chica nearby? Oh, there she is. Here is another thing to note, I guess, while I'm here. Every time you die, or every time you get done playing a Princess Quest minigame in VR, you have to reset your FOV every time. So let me die by Chica here. Come here, Chica. Every time you die, you have to do this. So, of course, I'm going to press retry. So it kind of looks disorienting because everything's zoomed in again. You have to take off your headset and do the FOV code again. You have to do it every time, after every time you die, and after every time you get done playing a Princess Quest minigame. But other than that, it's a really fun experience. I am moving. It's a really fun experience. I totally recommend it if you already have Vorpx or if you're willing to spend the $34 on it, since, again, it's on sale. Unreal Engine Unlocker is free, at least the older versions that I'm using. The newer versions are Patreon only. Why? I don't know, but I respect the hustle, man. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. I hope people can enjoy this game in VR. It is, again, here's the few things. It is a little disorienting because some of the 3D recreation is a little weird. Again, because it's simulating a VR camera instead of just plopping one in and going like, here you go. it has to simulate one and recreate everything from scratch. So I kind of get it. But overall, the program's kind of neat. You can mess around with other games. Like, I know Shadow the Tomb Raider works in there. I know, like, Hat in Time works in there. I know a few other games like Titanfall. Games like that work in Vorpx amazingly, according to what I've seen. But this game is a fun play in VR. I do recommend it. If you've got the PC to run it, if you've got a good headset, so like Quest 2 can obviously run this. With Link, you can even try AirLink. I don't know if that'll work through Vorpx. Let me know in the comments if you tried that. But overall, it is a cool experience, and I do quite recommend it. Have a good one, guys. I hope to get that Luigi's Mansion review actually done, because it's been stuck in frickin' it's been stuck in script writing limbo. So I hope to get that done at some point. And then, of course, those listening to Thunder Ghost music, I'm still writing that album. Next song coming out should be a song called Over and Over, which is a Nox Timor song. Or, sorry, Nox Timore. I pronounce it Timor because it's easier. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can enjoy Security Breach in VR. It's a fun experience. Have a good one.